Hello everyone. Good morning. We are back. Back on the Caphra grind. We need kind of a lot of Caphra still, but less than half of what we used to need, so that's something. We're making progress. 9650 Caphras today. We probably won't get under 9k today, but by tomorrow for sure. But we'll run out to Gyfin, get a couple hours of Gyfin in, and then go from there. Whether we swap to Thornwood or we just keep going to Gyfin, I'm not really sure. I guess we'll figure that out when we get there. Morning, Seth. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. It's going okay so far. I slept in a little bit. I was supposed to wake up like 3 hours ago, but I woke up like 1 hour ago. But that's all right. Had a couple of rifts this morning, and then I went and knocked out and got like 28 Caphras or something from them, so that's pretty nice. Well, it's also 3 a.m. Maybe we can sneak some night vendor in. May as well try real quick. Maybe we'll get a couple of Caphras, I don't know. Those aren't Caphras. Imagine I dropped 3 Kaboo artifact in 3 days. RNG's out the window. That's actually like crazy. That's crazy. That's big money still, right? Those are up there still. I guess if you needed a couple of them, then that's not that far, but just friggin' Blackstone bundles, you kidding me? 7.2 bill on the market, that's big money. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, Patricio. I just need like Caphra bundle 3s or something. That's all I need. That's not. Okay. Soon at the goal. Yeah, we're getting there. We need to hit one more enhancement. That's like a 16% chance, and then just 9,000 Caphras, and we're done. Hey, a Caphra. Start liking and enjoying the game after swap classes. Really need to go away from Guardian, I guess. It definitely can get stale if you're on the same class for a long period of time. I'm not really like a one class kind of person either. Especially like they change things constantly, so you end up not really liking the class, or at least I ended up not liking the class after their changes. Mostly with Zerker though, not so much with any other class. But they've like completely changed Zerker, which is unfortunate. I Only hopping in for a minute. Hello. Caphra, I mean 5 Caphras. That's not bad. I'll take the 5. How's your schedule for today looking? Oh jeez.
Sipe_BDO just raided with 21 viewers.
Sipe, thanks so much for the raid.
Hello there. Sipe_BDO just
Really appreciate that. We are just getting fired up, so really appreciate that. Let me get you a shout out. Unless it's been done already. It has not. Okay.
Hello there. Komaro_Momo just followed.
There you go. Holy, tons of follows as well.
Just followed.
Komaro and Aramasu, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. We are just trying to get some Caphras. We need Caphras.
Hello there. Brunoyox just followed.
Bruno, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Have fun. Just need to go fast. Need to go. All right, man. Hopefully you have a good morning or evening.
D3 Molish 3R0123 just followed.
Demolisher, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Hello, everyone. We are just running Night Vendor for some Caphras, and then off to Gyfin Muskins. Are you kidding me? We need like 9,500, 9,600 Caphras to finish our 700 gear score Ironman, so we're getting pretty close. Getting pretty close. So waiting for my Vels to buy and taking a bit of video break while grinding OSRS, doing a bunch of stuff. Fair enough. It's good to take breaks, man. Helps keep you focused. It's all about having a good time as well, so breaks just add to that. You play really interesting with both the Ironman? Yeah, I've actually had a lot of fun with it. I played the game a really long time, Komaro, and you just kind of get bored of the same thing all the time. So I wanted to switch it up, and it's actually been a great time. I've really had a good time with the Ironman. Tree show. Great. I think we got, what, 6 Caphras this time? Great. Kind of hard gathering Caphras, but I know you complete it in no time. Yeah, it's just a lot of grinding, right? You see the reaction from Blue Squadron. Which one? He's been reacting to a number of the videos. If you mean the one where I threw away the pen armor box, then yes. I believe that to be the most recent one. Six. What was that? 9. 14 Caphras. Night Vendor that time. Hey, 14's better than 0. I'll take it. I will take it. Hey, Toto Mishap. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Now we'll go to Gyfin. Seen any benefits with the pity system of this challenge? Not yet, but it definitely will come to play. I'm quite unlucky, right? We get very unlucky on all of our enhancements, so we'll probably hit some pities. Look like a deer that got shot. What's a good way to get Caphras? It kind of depends on your gear. But for me, a good way is just grinding Gyfin, basically. We get like between 60 and 100 Caphras an hour, depending on drop rate stuff. There is a drop rate event, so I should probably expect somewhere in the 80s per hour. And that is like the most repeatable an effective way to get Caphras for me. The best way in the game, realistically, is probably Olin's. Because it's like more than 100 Caphras an hour. But I can't actually like effectively do Olin's, so... Thornwood Dekia. I think Olin's is still better than Dekia Thornwood. Dekia Thornwood is best? You think so? I thought Olin's was better than Dekia. Garmoth says so? I don't know that I trust Garmoth, to be honest with you. Because it also says regular Thornwood is like, what, 30 Caphras an hour, and I've never gotten anywhere near that. I've always gotten like at least 50% more than that. So, I don't know.
Darn Blood just subscribed with
Darn Blood with the Prime for 5 months. Really appreciate that. 5 months, man. This whole streaming thing is going crazy. We've been doing it a lot longer than it feels like. Thornwood Decky is the best if you can get 30k trash an hour. 30% better than Thornwood. Regular Thorn was like 60 to 70 raw with 300%. One thing with Gyfin is I have low DP. Well, that definitely means you can't do any of the other spots, but... Like, how low is your DP, and have you done Gyfin before? Because Gyfin is mostly about mechanics, it's not so much about DP. DP just helps you survive when you make a mistake, right? Unless you get a butcher, I guess. 343, you tried once? You should be able to do it. You're gonna have to like learn the mechanics, but you could probably do it at 343. Where are my things? Am I crazy, or do I not have the... Maybe they're not on the... There we go. I'll just take all of them. Okay, let's get the day going here. Oh, I didn't even like clear this room. I was just gonna walk in on this guy. Let me see if we can find one. Long time ago. They've changed it a fair bit, but it's mostly mechanics, right? So if you take the time to learn the mechanics, you can do it. It probably won't be the best place for you to be, but realistically, Komoro, the best place for a normal player to get Caphras is going to be the market. They're really not very expensive, and you'll get way more Caphras an hour buying them. Can you explain a bit about Gyfin while you grind? Want to try a spot? Sure. Yeah, that'll be no trouble. It's not like overly complicated. All the spots are taken. Okay, we gotta check another spot.
Nightcore Bunny just subscribed with
I'm not sure why it keeps cutting that stuff off. Nightcore Bunny with the Prime, starting a hype train. Really appreciate that, Prime. Nightcore Bunny. Do Marnie? I refuse to do Marnie. Arsha? Arsha's gonna be busy too. We only checked one spot though. See, look at there.
Just subscribed with Prime.
Tennyson, thanks for the Prime sub. You guys are going crazy today. Really appreciate that. We just started. Okay, now let's start. Get those going. Get that. Let me pop a food buff. Okay. So the hardest part about Gyfin is actually just starting because you won't have the buff. I personally start with blue because I find it the easiest. But you have to get the buff initially, so you have to kill one of them. I also need to get my pets out. Oh, there was a guy standing over there. Hopefully he doesn't mind that I just, let me get the pets out. So now we have the buff. So there's a purple thing on our screen now. I don't have feed. That buff will last for a minute. But purple buff, you just go to purple. You hit purple. The buff of the color gives you a huge damage boost. Okay, now we have red. So we just find red, we go to red. You'll get 100% back attacks here. And they have like a wake up mechanic, so you don't want to do your main skills first. But that's basically all of it. Now it's blue. So we find blue, go to blue. And then when they turn around, you just jump behind them. That's it. Their moves are like very telegraphed. You're gonna know when they're gonna turn around. So you just jump behind them when they do. Purple is the scary one. It's basically completely brain dead until a butcher spawns. And when a butcher spawns, after you kill the butcher, it will activate all 3 towers. So you need to know where purple is, because purple will kill you. It will one-shot you. So after you kill the butcher, you jump immediately to purple and you burst purple. And then the other 2 are pretty simple after that. But once you figure out a combo that like lets you activate them, DPS a little bit, then get behind them, and then finish them, it's like very comfortable. I have to go. Alright, Demolisher. Appreciate you stopping in. Hopefully you have a good time. Deck your spot without the annoying feel. Yeah, wouldn't that be great? It's kind of like Dekia because it's a tower spot. Okay, for you kind of have to be, excuse me, you kind of have to be careful about your movement here as well, because if you're moving to the next color, but you do a skill that does damage, you can activate the wrong tower, which is why I only side dash between them, because I don't want to activate the wrong tower, and then if you activate the wrong tower, you have the wrong buff, so they're going to be a lot tankier, right? It's one of the easiest spots. Yeah, it's really comfy. For sure. Hey, tongue grad neck. Chillis, yeah. It's good to see from 1500 Caphras to 9k. I literally can't. Guy's already in a party and he's asking for a party. Okay, let's refocus now. Fix the C from 15,000 Caphras to 9,000. We're definitely chipping away. Definitely chipping away. Stopped playing this game after I saw my face after 3 hours of grinding. You not a grinder? It's definitely not for everybody. Second Chatina is so expensive. Isn't it like 9 bill or 11 bill? It's not too bad, right? Change loot to leader. He's not close enough to loot anything anyway, so it don't matter. Alright, butcher spawn. So we know where purple is. That's the first thing I do when a butcher spawns. I figure out where purple is. The butcher also is the only thing with a CC. So he can knock you down like that. He also just freaking moves around a ton and gets body blocked by all these little guys, which is annoying, but... Stop moving around, dude. Jeez. Alright, so he dies, everything activates, we just rush over to purple. We ignore everything else. We go burst purple. Because it'll wind up a one-shot skill. And then you just kill all 3 of the big guys. Then they all spawn again. After you kill the butcher and all 3 towers, you have the yellow buff, which is the butcher buff. I always start with red after a butcher buff. Because he dies real fast. Z-Ghost, thank you so much for the prime for 5 months. 5 months we've been on... I guess we've been on Twitch for 6 months now. Which is crazy. Really appreciate that, though. It must be like resub day for everyone. Purple's down. Carrying too much weight.
Hello there.
Verso 9 just followed.
First, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Okay, now we go dump weight. And then I like to go with red after butcher. So here we go. Alright, let me catch up a little bit. Is it possible to grind lower Gyfins with 295, 392? Oh yeah, absolutely. That's where you should be, I think. That's plenty of gear. Give up my second Jatina and use boss gear. One tap both my tats back to back, so save 20 bill. Got lucky. Is that what you're saying? Sounds pretty lucky. It's around 10 bill. That's pretty cheap. That's not too bad. Resub was early April. Been so busy. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Is there a tapping session later? Probably not. I need like 4 bill to click anything, and I only have 1.2, so probably won't be clicking anything today, but I don't know. Only luck I've ever had in this game. You finally get Garmoth hard after running for 2 years. That's fair. I think it's really easy to forget the things that you got lucky on, and it is easier to not understand the things that you got lucky on when you started the game, right? So I'm sure that you've gotten lucky on a number of things, but they just weren't memorable. That's how our brains work as well. So we tend to hang on to the unlucky things and then forget the lucky things. That guy's leveling a Corsair. Oof. I don't know about that. Seems like it might be a mistake. No lucky people allowed here. Sick looters don't need luck, just grinding and suffering. Yeah, we sometimes get lucky. We sometimes get lucky. We got lucky early on in the account with all the boss gear that we got. That counts as lucky. Downgraded my Tri-Debo all the way to Pri yesterday, 8 bases. Be what it do, man. 1 for 7 for Ted Debo. Still looking better than mine, so you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Start of Corsair 2? Oh, jeez. I heard it was doing well after the buffs, but I haven't tried it since before the buffs, so I don't know. That's stupid lucky on rolling 2-4 fairy. The first skill was max tier 5. Ah, jeez. That is very lucky. Not liking it so much, but it's my first season character. It's a cool concept. I really love the concept of Corsair, but I'm unsure about the execution. Ooh. Awakening Secession quest for fun though. I think the main thing I don't like about Corsair is that you can't really control the distance of your movement with the like slide thing. You kind of can, but it's like it feels very, I don't know, it doesn't feel like you're controlling your character. It just feels like you're sliding down a hill. But I come from classes like Zerker and Ninja, where your little movement is pretty short. It's very like specific, so I don't know. Let's try Awakening Megu, then Corsair. Why is everybody crazy about Awakening Megu, man? Isn't Succession Megu just better? I don't know. Taking Corsair is fun, great at one-shot packs like Mansions. Yeah, I had an okay time with it at Mansions before the buffs. But there's definitely better classes out there for sure. It's just in a weird spot, I think, Corsair. Make his OP but hard. Doesn't Succession just perform better than Awakening though? Like maybe I'm crazy, but I don't know. Make Migu stupidly broken. You get to like 6% HP in one shot. Have you ever heard of Dracania? Who also does that. And Guardian. Came back to the game about 2 weeks ago from taking many years off. Hey, welcome back. Hopefully enough has changed that you're reinvested. Main way back in was DK. DK is still a really good class. Still quite good. Been back a month. Man, everybody's coming back to the game. Amazing. Corsair feels like you're tied to rope and swings you around. DK has no rivals. That's true. DK has the statue that they sell, so it must be the best class. It's way different now than what I remember. Yeah, they did like class reworks where they changed all the classes. And they ended up changing my class, Zerker, so much that I don't actually like it anymore, so. A little bit unfortunate. I know a lot of people like the changes to their classes, but they made my class worse, in my opinion. It performed better, but it just wasn't something I liked to play anymore, so. It can happen. I think it's good for the game, though, for them to change up stuff like that and try to improve the classes, but just did not align with what I enjoy. So much movement. Guess track also. Yep. Drac, they like nerf the HP recovery on Drac and it's still crazy. So, I don't know. Gotta let the otters play. Been seeing Gyfin Rhasia on the Ultimate Challenge is this one. No. So here's the thing. Here's where things get a little bit complicated, Nightcore Bunny. The next challenge's goal is not 700 gear score. So I'm not going to be pushing gear for the sake of pushing gear. So we'll build a little bit differently. I probably won't have narcs. I will probably go distos. And then rings don't really matter. I will need a fair bit of DP, so we'll definitely go like the Lubuska and all that, but... It'll be more damage focused than DP focused. DP is just easy gear score. It's easier to get gear score with it. But Ash Forest isn't like that bad. It probably is that bad on a Ranger, because Ranger's super squishy, but it's not that bad, right? Narcs are broken if you're gunning for demos. There's no way I'm gonna get pen narcs though. Like realistically. My first pen accessory will probably be the Debo. And Tet narcs are just not that good. They're okay, but they're not that good, and I don't want to grind Mansions for like 400 hours. We had terrible, terrible luck enhancing narcs on this account. And I spent a huge amount of time blowing up narcs. Stars End incoming? Eventually. Yeah, it'll take us a long time to get there though. But I do plan to get some distos on the Ultimate Challenge. Goal's gonna be a pen neck, yet. Yep, and that'll probably be our first pen accessory, is the Debo neck. We'll have to see though. Something could change in that time. But I don't foresee anything like that happening. Alright. Good? Alright. Yeah, you can, like, it doesn't take that much gear to grind regular Ash. It's just not that serious. I won't have, like, 100% knockdown resist, though, which is going to make it a little bit scary. We're going to die for sure when we get knocked down, but as long as we can do okay damage, I'm fine with it. So, 289, 293, somewhere in there. Maybe even on Succession Ranger, I'm not sure. It'll be a long time before we get there, so we have plenty of time to figure it out. But I would like to finish this challenge so that we can put a bit more time on the other one. Another challenge coming for Dragon's Dogma. I haven't started it. I just don't have time, right? It's something I've thought about doing, but I like literally don't have time. I don't even have enough time to play this as much as I want. I basically play BDO when you guys see it. And the previous 3 days that I didn't stream, I didn't even open the game. Because I was just busy like editing and doing other stuff. I just don't have as much time as I would have hoped to. See, Blue almost had a heart attack. You threw away that free pen gearbox. I did, yeah. It's not even that serious though. It's just a pen. Like, it's not that serious. Your go-to is tongue grad set effect? I'm not doing tongue grad set effect. It's not happening. I'm not going to run tongue grad earrings under any circumstance. And my easiest way to get a tongue grad belt is lower Gyfin, and it'll be a long time before we get there. So I'm going to do... I'm kind of like torn a little bit on the rings. I tried Crescents, but Crescents is pretty bad, so I might just go back to Prodi, see if we can get some tongue grad rings while we're working toward the potion. But just because Crescents is so terrible. It's so bad. I don't know. I'll play around with it a little bit, figure it out. 247 AP with Sork on Ash Forest. I know that it can be done, Bunny. But A, I'm not a person that can do it, and B, I think it's a waste of time. I'm not gonna like... The point of the challenge is not to just get as little gear as possible to be able to technically do Ash Forest and make a pen Debo. Because we need like 800 billion silver worth of crons just for the pen clicks. Just to hit average on the pen clicks. You know what I mean? That doesn't count downgrades, that doesn't count getting to Tet, none of that. That's, yeah, so we'll need to be able to grind somewhere that can actually make decent money from trash loot. So we'll need gear. They're a pen gearbox? What pen gearbox? The one from the Magnus. The Magnus box on the U account, yeah. Yeah, we dumpstered it. Thought you like Crescents? I do like Crescents, but it has... So the idea was that it works toward 3 things at once. Right? Because it drops a Tannis elements, it drops Crescent Rings, and it drops Scrolls. But you get like 10 times more scrolls at Gahas, and you get like 8 times more Atanis at Prodi, and you get like double the rings at Prodi. So we're in a situation where going for 3 things is probably going to be slower than going for 2 things. But we will make less like raw silver if we go the Prodi route and the Gahas route, because Crescents is just better silver. How long's a Magnus line of quest take for someone who's never done it? If you're willing to look up guides and stuff, probably like 3 or 4 hours. If you try to figure it out yourself, a while. Like, a while. But it's not, they've taken out a lot of the quests and stuff. It's just very different from anything they've done quest-wise before. It's a lot more interactive and stuff. You may actually enjoy it, to be honest. But it shouldn't take that long. Yeah, maybe 4 or 5 hours. It's not that bad. And you unlock the like region-wide storage, and you unlock teleporting, and it gives you a free pen boss piece, armor specifically, of your choice. So it's definitely worth doing. It's like mandatory, in fact. So that's for Ash Forest, doable even on season gear if you like suffering. It's just a waste of time though, right, Bite Bunny? Doable doesn't mean effective, doesn't mean I'm gonna have all the other stuff that I need to actually make the pen. Just because I could physically go there doesn't mean anything, right? So we'll wait to go there until I'm ready to go there. And that'll be quite a while. For sure. Do that to the end? Yeah, it's definitely worth doing. Because you can access any storage from any region, right? So like I can use any storage I want with my storage maids right now. Any of them at all. And that alone is huge. But then the teleporting and the free pen boss piece is quite good. There's around 5-ish hours for me. Totally worth it. Storage use alone. Yeah, absolutely. How are we looking? 45 Caphras. That's pretty good. I think definitely by tomorrow we can get under 9,000. And hopefully by then we'll have enough for another helmet click as well. I think the next click puts us 5 out of 15 for the pity, so should be alright. Use Agris? I could, but it burned through it in like 10 minutes and would not really have a big impact on my trash loot. Agris is really quite terrible here. It's alright. It's actually pretty good money at Gyfin for an Ironman, so it's not that big of a deal. I think worst case, we finish the Caphras before we get the upgrade, and then we just go to like orcs or something and use level 2s until we get it. Should be able to make decent money at orcs with level 2. Assuming I have enough loot scrolls, of course. Which I should do. Choose aggress here, not much of a problem. Yeah, eventually. I'm just not that worried about it. Let's see, we need to grab the loot scrolls. Get your weekly loot scrolls, everyone. No loot scrolls will be the greatest challenge ever. It just means everything is slower. It just means that you're less rewarded for your time. It means that I would get like 40 Caphras an hour. You know what I mean? Instead of more than that, like double that. Making a bill at orcs. I have enough gear for under Gyfin. I mean, I don't know, because like what you make at orcs doesn't tell me what your gear is, but if you tell me what your gear is, I'll be able to tell you. But ideally, you'd want to be like 289 AP at least, with around 380 DP. You can get away with less DP if you have like a very strong understanding of mechanics, which I assume that you don't since you're asking. What are the Elvia servers good for? They like empower the Serendia mobs. And you can get your cups there. And usually pretty heavy trash loot there as well. Like lots of money in trash. 290, 396. So yeah, plenty good. Plenty good enough gear to do Gyfin. BDO brain, we can only think of how to grind more. That's fair. Gotta throw out our dice. Red. Now we're full on weight. Blue, okay. Pretty far away. Try to work on my 261 AP Wuso. It's kind of slow. I need better artifacts, license, and crystals. Do you understand the orcs mechanics, Stillwaters? Because there's a mechanic at orcs that is specific to orcs with the lights and whatnot. Because you should do just fine at 261. Just click the claim dice and forget about it. No wonder I got like 200 of them. I'm not very good at that stuff. I always forget like the daily stuff and the stuff that pops up. I haven't even completed that many rounds, to be honest. Not really. Okay. Well, there are these little jail things. They're like little torpedo looking things sticking out of the ground. They're called like orc prisons or something. And once you kill enough of them, it'll say like activated the light, and you'll see kind of like a big circle of light in your grind spot. That makes them significantly weaker. So I would maybe check out YouTube and see if you can find like just a quick rundown of what I'm talking about, so that you can get a visual of what the lights look like and what the jails look like and stuff. So basically you'd go around, you'd activate all the lights. Once the lights are activated, then it makes the mobs way weaker, and you just need to keep killing the jails to keep the lights activated. It's super simple after that, but if you're just walking up to the mobs and trying to DPS them, then they're going to be a lot tankier than they normally would be. So then it would feel slow. Marnie Realm OP and orcs. Everybody is just obsessed with Marnie Realm, man. I don't know. I feel like they should just remove the Marnie Realm. I'm sure it's decent, but like 1 and 2 is pretty good as well. Horrible. How's everything going? Challenge get easier since pity system came in? Not really, because we're out of things to enhance now. So it's about the same. I may or may not hit pity on the Labresca to duo. In which case, I guess it will be helpful, but that's like literally the last thing to enhance. But it's going pretty good. We're chipping away at the Caphras. Getting there. Another couple months, probably. Noticed that by accident a couple times. Yeah, the first like couple times it says it hasn't fully activated the lights. It's just letting you know that they're like starting to activate or something. But it'll be very obvious when the lights are on if you're looking around. There'd be like a big area with like a bunch of colored orbs floating around, kind of. And those are known as the lights. For more interactive gameplay. Yeah, this is solo desert online, man. Doesn't Megu overclear that as well, so they need to extend to 3? I don't know. I guess it would depend on your gear, of course, but probably. Don't grab neck, okay. And have a peaceful grind in EU on the side. Then Arsha, have no issues, people bothering me. That's crazy. I guess I've been kind of doing Arsha on EU as well, but it's like very non-meta spots. Like Proddies and Crescents. It's like normal orcs, kill the jails and free the soldiers, help you. Kind of, except the soldiers won't help you, it's just, it'll activate lights at some point. But a good thing to do would be like to go around and just kill the jails without really focusing the mobs too much to activate the lights, and then start your rotation. On you can't grind Arsha unless you're geared. Well, I've grinded some Arsha and have never even seen anyone. How do you explain that? Must be a dead game. Expect to be PvP'd. Like, person looks at me, pities me, and leaves me alone. Like you need the spot more than they do. That's funny. Not on NA. Those same spots are also empty on NA. So I don't know. NA is also a dead game. The game is just dead everywhere, as it turns out. Maneuver appeared. I have to go to like all the new routes on EU. Try and get the Neuver pet. Got insta-deleted a couple times a day on NA, Arsha. Are you... well, you're at Orcs though, right? Or trying to be at Orcs? Orcs is still... some, you got like some 650s rolling around at Orcs. I don't know, I get bothered more like not on Arsha, to be honest. I AFK'd horse trained on EU on Arsha for like 4 days. Didn't get bothered. And I was like, oh crap, I'm on Arsha. And I swapped to like Kama 3 or something. And within a couple hours I was like getting bothered. I'm like, well, geez, maybe I'll just go back to Arsha. I don't know. That is EU though. Potion spots mostly? Yeah, there you go. The potion spots are like the second most popular spot in the game. Right behind like Izzard or whatever. Butcher. Yep. And gotta get some water in. Drink water, everyone. It's good for you. I think EU is probably just gonna completely avoid potion spots. And I think I'll just do like Parati or something. I don't know. Saw my life skills on one screen? Yeah. I noticed that as well. I pulled this up and like a lot of the colors changed. I was like, what the heck? Master 5 fishing. I couldn't tell you how that happened. Actually, I think that was that event fishing rod that had like 5,000 durability on it. Except I didn't fish where they wanted you to for the event items. I just did normal fishing. In like Calvion or something. That's how we got so high fishing. My EU account has almost caught the NA account on horse training though. We're Artisan 7 on this one, and we're Artisan 5 on EU. Just from running back and forth. Got boosted to Master 28 fishing from 7 on my main life skiller. Jeez. I had a T8 horse that was 3 skills away from being a courser. So we're getting closer. It learned Essence and Excel and Instant Excel, but of course didn't learn Drift, so bit of a rip there. It'll get turned to glue eventually. Saw the Shy protest on Choice stream yesterday. No, I don't watch streams. I don't have time. I sometimes watch streams while I'm editing, but mostly people that are live. What are Shy's protesting now? Party spots? Or are they protesting that everybody has music now? Who knows? Or is it a protest against Shy's, like delete Shy's from the game? Let's say the last time talked about better spots for Tennis Elements, my experience was flawed at Parati. Yeah, everybody kind of has like a different experience, right? Like I've had a great experience there. I know Azure has had a great experience there, but some people just have a terrible experience there. On the same hand, I've had a terrible experience at Polly's, but a lot of people swear by Polly's. So I don't know. Processing for better solo PvE on Shy. That's fair. I think the problem with that is that PA has no idea what they're doing. So what's going to happen is if they get better PvE, like solo PvE, it's going to make them even stronger in group spots. Because the only realistic way to improve their solo grind is to give them bigger AoEs. And that's going to improve their group grind, right? Forgot about new currency tabs. I didn't realize I'd gotten any. Yeah, I don't really like that. I would prefer if it was like something that you could just put your items into. Because now you can't like track how many you're getting an hour or anything really. It just makes it a big pain, honestly. Hello, Mr. Butcher, sir. I would like your Caphras. So you could ban that as well? I mean, I would if it was, like, optional. Because when I started the challenge, I had no intention of, like, having that be a thing. But it is completely non-optional. So we have to roll with it, right? And if we choose not to use the currency tab, it means I will never have loot scrolls. Period. And it means, you know what I mean? Like, all of the events that drop items for, like, tokens for turn-ins and stuff are completely pointless, and everything else, right? Imagine getting free inventory and complaining. But the point was for it to be in my inventory, not suddenly not in my inventory. I mean, it's fine, I guess, the way it is, but when you set a specific set of rules and then PA's like, nah, we're gonna change the game so that it doesn't work that way anymore. It just kind of like constantly messes. They constantly are messing with the frickin' Ironmans. They used to just keep putting stuff in the central market for us, and now they're taking things out of our inventory. It's just a big pain. We really need a pen Tungrad neck. I would love to hit a pen Tungrad neck. That would save us so many Caphras. And exchanged the event currency and found 27 Atanas. Where'd they come from? Yeah. I'm grinding, man. It's so easy to miss. If you're grinding effectively in BDO, you're not looking at your screen, which means you miss like the pop-ups and stuff all the time. And then you just don't know that you got any. So at the end of the hour, you're just like, oh, that was a terrible hour. And you could have gotten 30 Atanas. You don't even know. We need to get a Spectre's energy on the ultimate. And I think Karate Cave is going to be better for Spectres than Crescents as well. Hello, Irish. Good morning. Afternoon. Hope you're doing well. How are we looking? That says 90. We have 90 raw Caphras. The heck? Pretty good hour. Got 2 Spectres from trees last night. Easy 60 mil. I don't have the gear for trees on the Ironman, or on the Ultimate, so I'll definitely have to do like Parati or something, but then we'll be able to make a Black Star, which is quite exciting. I have some Caphras in the Black Spirit safe. No, I control F them. Don't have any Caphras. 2 hours here yesterday. Got 312 with all the dust. Jeez. I usually get like around 250, 225 maybe. With the dust and daily and everything. In 2 hours. Like the boxes from Dices give dust. Yeah, I've opened all those though. I have been going absolutely crazy for Caphras. So I've been like opening those ASAP. Even though there's not really a reason to, because we need so many, I could just save them, but... The only untapped potential for Caphras that I currently have is the Fangs. Got a number of Fangs that we need to run. Advice on everything's for Caphras. Yep, opened all those. I check pretty frequently as well. Need one more level for C10 Helm. Ayy. You're getting there. Gotta get you some Fangs that we can get like a Fang group going. Hold on, wait again. Holy. Look in the party finder. I don't even know how to bring up the party finder. I don't know that I've ever used the party finder. 3 shy protest party there. So they're protesting that they need better solo grind by being in a group. It's an odd way to protest. Are you gonna deal with Caphras on the ultimate? Just bang your head against Gyfin again? I won't need Caphras in the same way. The account progression on the ultimate is going to be different than the account progression here. Because the goal is not 700 gear score, right? So we'll probably bang our head against Thornwood. It's actually what's going to happen. I'll just need C10 like 3 times, and that should be relatively achievable, right? But it'll take so much longer that I think we'll just naturally have more Caphras. I'm not sure. We'll see. It's under community. Okay. They're in Heidel Med 1. Just a big old party. It's a big old shy party, huh? Alright, there's our hour. Let's see how we did. 92 raw Caphras. Like 60, 61 dust, I think, because I believe we had 4. Just shy of 19k trash. Not too bad. Let me run to the restroom real quick, and then we'll go again. Finish off the second hour, but I'll be right back. Okay. Let's roll. If we can get to it fast enough, then we'll still have our buff. We already don't have the buff. Okay. Beautiful. Great. They're so tanky without the buff. What's the best class of PvE right now? The same ones that have been for months. So Witch, Lusa, Nova, Succession Lawn. It doesn't change very often, Mohammed. But probably still Witch. Overall, I suppose. Then if you're like a god gamer, then Awakening Nova. Everything got Striker? You mean like as far as where it falls on the best or not the best? I think it's pretty mid. It's definitely not the worst class, but it's not broken like it used to be. I can try Nova, but I don't think I understand the star meter. Yeah, for the Excel mode. It's definitely a lot to learn. It's not really for me personally. I think I tend to lean toward the bigger, heavier classes anyway. More so than the quick ones. Double Butcher. We like Double Butcher. I don't know what the heck that was, but that was not the button I pushed. My finger slid off the shift key and we teleported. That was weird. Okay. 277 main, 279 awakening with 328 DP Zerker. No clear where to grind for decent moolah. Are you Succession Zerker, I assume? Because nobody plays awakening anymore. Let's see, 328. I'd probably say you're looking at orcs. Elvia orcs. You might want to throw on some iron walls though, if you are struggling to stay alive, but you should be able to do arcs just fine. Should be your best money. Love your stream, by the way. Hey, I appreciate that. Glad you're liking it. Like Suck Witch, Awakening Corsair, Awakening Drac in mid-game spots. Woos is my main, kind of easy and boring. You think that Wusa is easier and more boring than Witch? That's interesting. Watch that Nova Awakening video, but they're at Centaurs and Elvia Giants. At the same time, you mean? Because they're so fast? If you're gonna look at Nova Awakenings, you should just look at Powell. Because he's like the only Awakening Nova in PvE. Orpal. Reset all like, but will want to scroll of equilibrium, roll off my ranger. Just you could just tag it, and then you could play both. Ranger's in like a decent spot though, so no worries there. It's not broken, but it's in a decent spot. Got knocked down. Not good. Suckwitch constantly side dashing, get instant casting skills. Side dash. Don't you just initiate with the side dash and then other skills give you instant cast on other skills? Like you weave magic missile? Or magic arrows or whatever? I don't know. I think Awakening is like just as good as Succession and virtually no effort. Like less effort than Wusa. Maybe that was my confusion. I just assumed that you were playing Awakening Witch, since it's basically the same. First Succession, that's interesting. Just pushing more buttons. I tend to like less buttons. I guess that's not strictly true, because I do prefer like Succession Guardian to Awakening Guardian. And Awakening Zerker to Succession Zerker, so yeah, I guess I do like pushing buttons. Hear good things about Wusa and Witch, but haven't tried. They're just really strong. Wusa's been strong for a really long time, and Witch is recently very strong. More movement and excitement. Maybe. I think I might hold the boots at C9 and then work on the Kudum. Not sure. Because it's so many freaking Caphras to get another gear score after C9. Like the more range, Sek has longer range skills. Yeah, the Awakening casters were always like pseudo melee, which I thought was very strange. But Witch has more range than Wizard in Awakening. Kind of like a mid-range caster. It always felt like an odd choice though. Does I have Labresca? I hope we get it next. Yeah, it blows my mind that you don't have Eternal Winter. That's so crazy to me. I don't understand it. Don't know what the heck's going on the consoles. Probably all the snow. Just overloads the little consoles. Poor little consoles. More than likely. Here's the crazy thing. They could just paint the grass white and then not have snow. I guess they're like very set on their aesthetics or something. I'm not sure what they're waiting for either. They must be waiting for more powerful consoles. I don't know. Or they're waiting until enough people quit that they can abandon it. Shut down the console servers. Too much body blocking around here. Still support the old gen consoles like PS4, Xbox One. I don't think that's a problem though. Because I don't think that the new gen consoles can do it either. A little bit of a hot take for you there. The new gen stuff is like a lot stronger, but it's not strong enough, honestly. I got an email that Arcade is finally being taken down in June. Guess finally killed that game. You know, they say that, and then another publisher picks it up, relaunches it, promises that they're not going to be pay to win, and then immediately goes pay to win. And then it dies again. So... because it's been dead like half a dozen times already. So I'm sure someone else will pick it up. I would know the specs required. Yeah, I don't really either, but the new gen stuff also has problems console-wise, so with what currently exists in BDO, it's not like a perfectly smooth experience. It's possible, yeah. It's just like an endless cycle of new company. Hey, I promise we're not going to be pay to win. We're really relaunching ArcGauge. By the way, we're pay to win. ArcGauge dice. And to this day, I've never played ArcGauge. And I will likely never play ArcGauge. I wonder what we'll be doing in 10 years. If I'm still streaming in 10 years, what's the new game gonna be? Some kind of like VR thing or AR thing? I wonder. Final Fantasy 25. Oh, let me go dump weight. Good game, missed a lot of fun. Eh. Sounds like I missed a lot of pay to win. Don't really regret that. Elon's in-brain computer system playing Skyrim. You might actually be onto something there, Irish. Bethesda loves to just re-release Skyrim. They've re-released it how many times now? Like half a dozen? Maybe a dozen? I think they could go for another one. think I actually own both Skyrim and Fallout 4 in VR, I think. Because I used to have, whatever the VR thing was many years ago. HTC Vive or whatever it's called. But now a freaking VR kit is like $2 grand, and I'm just like, I can't be bothered. I think I might try to run over to Thornwood after this. Maybe do some Valk grinding. Didn't play it too much last time, but I think it was fairly smooth. Blue. So an example of how detailed and immersive the game was, I could cook yams on a fire and eat them. Get the flatulation buff. Had a, can't say that word, small character that ran around in nothing but tidy whities and a cape farting on people. It's coded so NPC and characters would react by holding their noses and waving their hands. So it sounds like it was the greatest game ever made. And it was ruined by corporate greed. Just like everything else. Great. Well, rip Arcade, I guess. Could have been amazing. So my first hour, Gyfin got around 25k trash on Marnie. Well, Marnie, I don't think is any different than the regular one, right? It's not like they spawn faster. But I don't know, I've never done Marnie. I can't imagine it's any different than the normal thing, though. 25k is not bad though. If that's on a blue. That's actually insane if that's on a blue. Hey, Ryuichi, we're doing pretty good. Just chipping away at some Caphras. Got a ways to go yet, but we are getting there. Level 2. I don't think it's terrible for a level 2 either. I don't know what your gear is, but I don't think it's terrible. I think people are getting like 30k with the yellow, like geared people, so I definitely wouldn't like discount that. Experience plays a big role. $296 Zerker. Yeah, it was your first time though. I think you could probably get closer to 30k. But experience has like a much bigger part than people realize. Trash crystal setup. Yeah, you kind of just want back attacks more so than crit. Possible to grind here with less than 380 DP, or would I just die forever? You can grind here without armors if you have a very good understanding of the mechanics, but even at 380 DP, you're going to die if you get enough of the mechanics wrong. So it's fully like mechanic spot, not so much raw DP. But I mean, I still die at like 403 when I mess up the mechanics, but it's usually only during a butcher. Just watch out for purple, it's dangerous. Yeah, purple is scary. If I learn the mechanics properly, I can do it. Yep. You know what we're doing today then? Yeah, are you gonna pull your crystals off and do some Gyfin? It's not super hard. Once you understand it, it becomes pretty like mindless, but the faster your clear speed, the safer you are though. You can kill them before they turn around twice, like, you're good. You're golden. But if they do turn around twice, it's going to be a little bit scary. If you're really juiced, there are people that can kill them before they turn around. And then, I don't think it's possible for you to die. Wife's laughing at me the other night. Got wrecked twice on heavy orcs. She's like, oh, poor baby. Mean old orc wizard wrecked your face. That's funny. Gotta get more gear, man. Except you can't say that anymore. Then you'll be wrecking the orcs. Then what will she have to say? Then she'll say that you're bullying the orcs. It's a vicious cycle. Flag up and kill her horse. Yeah, she likes that. We have to sleep on the couch afterwards. What you do is you log into her account and you take all of her silver out of her warehouse and you convert it into gold bars and you go hide it somewhere. You ransom the silver. Be on the news. Well, she'll be on the news. Your picture will be on the news. And there'll be like one of those documentaries. I don't know why I can't say that word. There's like a lady on YouTube that talks about like murders and stuff. Those true crime podcasts over there. And then my girlfriend will get to hear about how your wife murdered you for hiding her silver. And then I'll get to hear about it. Because, you know, small world. Murder mysteries, that might be it. Do you know the name of the person that does that? Because I don't remember their name, but I think that if I heard it, I would. Is it Kendall Ray? And there's another one? I don't know. That's like her favorite thing to watch. She's constantly watching murder mysteries about how men murder their wives and stuff. And then she's like convinced that only men murder women. And I'm like, okay, well, you should watch the ones where it's the women that murder the men. And there's like so many of them. It's really funny. Purple's up there. Good. Hopefully he doesn't run away. Beautiful. That was ideal. With my girlfriend, interviews of criminals and so on. You get creepy clickbaity stuff. Taking my dreams away, yeah. I can't watch that stuff, man. Like, I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like those types of women would be like ideal at murdering people, though. Because they just constantly learn all the things not to do. It's like they're training for something, you know what I mean? What's your elaborate plan? Yeah. Yeah, so my defense is to keep going to the gym and get so physically massive that I could take a knife and it not hit my organs. That's the plan. That's my defense mechanism. I got a long way to go, but I'm working on it. And if I can turn into like Ronnie Coleman, you know what I mean? Then I feel like I'm safe in case she decides to be one of the people on the podcast or whatever. My plan is not letting my girlfriend go to the gym. Make sure I keep giving her food. Oh, I see. You have the outrun her plan. Mine is more focused on like, what if I'm sleeping? You know what I mean? If I'm sleeping and she gets all aggro, I gotta be able to take the knife, you know what I'm saying? But then like if she gets a gun, like oof. I have no defense. I'm on wait again. The heck? Why did you put one? Okay. Alright, how we looking? 136 Caphras, so 45 this hour so far. It's not the most ideal. Grad belt, okay. Grad belt gonna get me killed to purple? No, we're good. We're safe. Safety. Skills I build while grinding, like kiting and CC, will definitely be helpful against Lady Boss. Yeah. Which skills did you learn that have CCs on them? And which ones are forward guard? Forward guard's probably like crane kick. Or the double jump kick thing. CC is, that gets a little bit more complicated. Loud screams, is that a CC? So it's a stun, okay. We're really looking for a knockdown here. Knee kick, maybe? Knee kick could be a knockdown. And forget to be on for an hour this weekend for 1k free crowns. Oh, geez. You know I am gonna forget that. I did see something about that in the mail. And I do need the crons, but Saturday is going to be the Ultimate Challenge, and then Sunday is probably going to be more Elden Ring. So... yeah, maybe Friday I'll just try to, like, leave my game logged in or something. Keep the cosmetics as hostage, yeah. That'll do it. Then she can't go outside. That's like a full entrapment. Because she won't leave the house. Genius. Doesn't really work with my girlfriend though, because she like doesn't wear makeup. So it kind of like, man. Area freeze, yeah. I think it's set up for 60 minutes per day. So I need to log in on both days. That's not ideal, but I will try. Not ideal. I'm probably logged into this account 2 days a week. I really don't get anywhere near as much playtime as we need to get. I need to try to squeeze in some more time. Make a push toward the end. $146 Caphras now. 117 dust though. It's not like ideal, but it's okay. 500 Blackstones. I think I made it to episode 5 of Fallout. Or 4, maybe. Pretty good stuff. I don't know how many episodes there are, but they're pretty long. Wanna watch it? Barely good time? Yeah, same. I've been watching it for like 2 weeks now. Yeah, I've not made it that far. It's quite good though. Makes me want to try Fallout 76. Because I've never actually played Fallout 76, and I think it could be a good time. Sort of like a MMO Fallout, kind of. Makes you want to play Fallout, then it's a good series. The resurgence on the Fallout games has been crazy because of the TV show. They're seeing like way more numbers than before, and I think they're doing an update to Fallout 4, which is pretty crazy. And I like a lot of the Fallouts, but I've never played 76, and I think it could be a good time. So, might have to see about doing that one of these days. But then I'll just create an update. Sorry, done by modders. I'm not sure what they're doing, but I know there's like some graphics overhauls and stuff. So, I don't know. Think people at Bethesda feel the same? Don't know what they're doing? Yeah. That's like always been the case though, right? Good old Todd Howard. That your Discord? Is it like popping up or something? Or are you hearing something that you shouldn't be hearing? Dun dun dun. Sound someone leaving and joining back. Now, like, the only thing that you could hear is the music, right? But I don't have Discord sounds, and if I did, you wouldn't be able to hear them. If I am, yeah. $147 now. I think we'll be... We need like 500 something to get to C8, so... Should be like halfway to C8. After today, maybe? I like how they give out coupons as well. Telling us we're not buying enough stuff. At least they're all coupons and not specific items. Got to give them more money so that they can afford to, I don't know, be 600 billionaires instead of 500 billionaires. Butcher, and we're like full on weight. Bad combo. Ripple across the way. Got knocked down, good. Ideal. Got our weapons put away. I freaking hate when the game puts my weapons away. I really need to fix that. That's so dumb. Oh, and I put the skill on cooldown. Maybe that skill is a skill that just puts your weapons away. Tone grab belt, bad time. Okay. Safe. Safe. Cha-ching. Yeah, Jay needs his second Bugatti. They came out with a new Bugatti. He's gotta get that one. It's a little bit faster than the previous one. Only BDO silver can be converted to money. Still be broke, yeah.
Eagletalon_ just subscribed.
Eagle.
Prime. Few finally 6 inches and feeling like I can be a big boy. Thanks for all the content, my dude. Heart.
Eagle Talon. Really appreciate the 6-month reset. We have been here a while now. It's kind of weird to think about how long we've been streaming. It doesn't feel like that long. But I sure appreciate it. Feels like just yesterday we were on a Sork at Crescents. Just got done working. I'm off to clean windows. Ah, jeez. It never ends. It's not weird at all. We relish in your suffering. That's how all sick looters are. I guess. That is the content, kind of. The suffering. Only 3 houses tonight? Hey, that's not too bad. Should be fairly quick, hopefully. What a business. Maybe I should think about that. Get a little side business going. Sounds like a lot of work, though. And I already don't have time. About 2 hours. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's probably, like 8:30 for you, give or take, so... 7:30, okay. It's a lot of work and equipment costs, yeah. Oh, there's our hour done. He's a purified water tank. Don't need water spots. I wonder how much like a reverse osmosis system would be. Because that also doesn't leave spots. But it probably is very expensive and it's very slow. 154 raw, 145 dust. I guess that's not that bad. Now we'll just go get our 20 for the daily. I'll drop this party as well. Got food before he gets here. See what I say? Alright, fair enough. Have a good day. Hopefully it goes easy for you. Okay, let's see how much money we have. 2 billion. 2 billion monies. What are we doing? Just got done with our Gyfins. So we're gonna grind some stuff up, I think. And then probably go to Thornwood on the Velk for a little bit. We'll have probably like 200 Caphras. It's not that bad. How many fangs do we have now? 58 fangs. I think 100 fangs was like almost 500 Caphras. Maybe it's 350 Caphras, I forget. But it's a good chunk. That's probably good. Let me shake some of these. Weird to see so many of the same guilds after all these years. So many horses, but only one haunts. Haunts is best haunts. And only haunts. I don't think this one is even called haunts. Yeah, it's called hammer nuts. Hammer nuts the haunts. How are we looking? 203 Caphras. It's something. 344 till I think C8. Let me repair, then we'll swap and go to Thornwood. We'll probably get like a decent chunk of fangs stocked up, and then I'll look pretty hard for a group. Maybe at like 100 or something, I'm not sure. Alright, I need to grab a drink while we're on our way, and then we'll do some Thornwood for a bit, see how that turns out. But I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Hey, how's it going? One squirrel on the path. Oh, the like weasel thing that always has collision. There's too much collision in the game. They should tone it down. Okay. The Thornwoodening. Do I even remember how to play? Okay. Can I just cycle those skills? Is that a thing? Yes. Okay. Video is pretty hard sell. Play the game with them today, they look at me and say, "Oh, I see why you like this game." Yeah. Is that good looking class? She must be super cool. She's alright. I don't mind her. She's tolerable. I do like her at squishy stuff. Feels pretty good. Big AoE. Does good damage. DK is best looking class. Probably, yeah. There's also like something to be said about Wusa with all of the like rain. Fight with her, I just walk around with DK. That's funny. It actually runs out of skills, though. Nova's Thomas the Tank Engine. Do be fast. What is Zerker then? If Nova's Thomas the Tank Engine, what's Zerker? Got a 653 gear score now. Working on getting my cups ready. Hey. That's some decent gear. You just grinding out your cups then, or are you gonna buy them? Let's see if we can get the 1% special attack. Yeah, there we go. Get that 1% special attack damage, thank you. Is that gonna make the difference?
Hello there.
S1 lent 1203 just followed.
Silent, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Can grind them out. Everyone that plays on console then grind them to sell. It's kind of like that on PC as well, but they do sell occasionally. It's just that there's so many better spots. That's not really worth the time so much. Pretty good moneymaker though. If you wanted to just, if you like really liked Elvia, could be a decent moneymaker. Faru. That was like the most confusing interaction with an Ofaru I've ever had. By the time I finish it all, I should get enough for my first disto. Huge. Distos are so nice to have. Zerker, sorry, but doesn't qualify. No gender equality here. If you think about it, it's not even a gender thing, it's a race thing, because Zerker is a giant and not humanoid like the rest. So, I don't know. Chance for despair, then second disso. Good plan. You'll make like pretty solid money at Giants as well. It'll probably be technically less than like orcs because you're keeping the despairs, but definitely solid. Valk feels so weird, man. Where's that energy? There it is. Those are hard to see sometimes. $50 mil a piece on console? Jeez. That's crazy. That's pretty decent prices, man. That'd be crazy money. We'll make Valk weird. Have you played a lot of the other classes, Sonny? Most classes, I don't know. They like flow better than Valk. I feel like Valk doesn't flow that well. I feel like they tried to make it flow well, but it's too fast and then goes into being too slow. It's like the start of your combo is super fast and then everything gets to be just clunky after that. It feels like none of the skills were meant to go together. Like they designed all like they had 30 different departments and each of them designed one skill for a lance type class and then they just smacked them all together. That's what Valk feels like. It doesn't feel like they made Valk as a class. It feels like they just grabbed a bunch of random skills and put them together and that was Valk. Nearly all classes except Kuno Ninja and the 3 newest. Interesting. And you don't feel like Valk is clunky? Because I've also played a lot of classes, and Valk is by far the clunkiest one. Doing a Land of Morning Light chess adventure log is painful. Really regret not doing it when it came out. It is quite painful. I've done it twice now. I'll need to do it a third time for the ultimate. Not looking forward to it though. Haven't even started it. I don't know if I will anytime soon either. It's rough, man. All fun stuff revolves around Shift and F and mouse buttons. No fancy Q or crazy combos like Drac. It's not really about the buttons that you're pushing. It's about the way the skills link together. It's like they don't link together, you know what I mean? Journey of an average BDO player is filled with regrets. That's fair. Do the rest of my adventure logs Saturday. Wish me luck. Oh, jeez. Are you gonna be able to get them all in? There's kind of like a lot. It's a lot of stuff to do. We've come a long way since we were last on Valk. We were locked in Histria back then. Come a long way. Most annoying one was troll boss you have to defeat. You don't even have to do that anymore. You just have to kill a troll. Doesn't even have to be Quint. Yep, it's just a troll. Well, which makes sense, right? Because Quint spawns like, what, once a week? On the same exact time every single week? Can't really expect people to make it to that. You have to, like, call in to work in order to be able to make it, depending on your schedule. Got the health, Dokebi chest, those knowledge things, and the timed ones. Good luck. Do you have all the stuff you need for the HP one? Because you need a couple of rift bosses that are alive, and you need a bunch of accessories. Like a bunch of accessories. The timed ones aren't that bad if you have like a decent horse, which you should, because it gives them to you for free. One of them has you turn into a crab and cross a bridge, though. Which is pretty easy if you know how to get up on the ledge. Decent chunk of fangs so far, I think. 5 of them. It's pretty good. Dropping like candy. Finish the Rift Boss one, stuck at finishing the timed one. Stuck at the fishing for the timed one. I think they changed that one recently as well. To just catch a blue fish. It used to be 3 eels, and then it was 3 blue fish, and now it's just a blue fish. So it shouldn't be too bad. I say your Ironman series got me back in BDO. Hadn't played in 2 years. Seen your videos, I'm gonna recommend it, and I've watched from 1 to 31. Love it. Hey, appreciate you watching. Glad you're liking it. There's like 82 Ironman videos up now, and like 5 Ultimate Ironman videos. So there's like a lot of content. I've been having a good time with it though. It really wants new players. I don't even know if they're attracting new players with that. Because, like, a new player doesn't know what that stuff is, right? Don't want to watch stream, just listen. Don't want to read too much. Fair enough. We've come a long way. We have come a long way. IRL Madaya meal cooking. Join Blue Squadron. Or IRL, jeez. He's making a Madaya meal. He's doing the Blade NZ. Glad I found your channel though. Hey, appreciate you watching. Been going pretty ham. We've been on Twitch for like 6 months, and we're just shy of 900 followers, which is crazy. And the YouTube's been going really well. It's been nice. Get a lucky drop and get a Vels or no luck. I can't even like go to Vel because of my work schedule. So there's no chance at a Vel. What do you do for work? In a roundabout way, I make beer, sort of. Sort of. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but like that's technically what goes on. Got tracked down sick now. Yeah, that's a problem. Is like, there's not a lot of that in the U.S. You get free samples? We do, but I don't drink, so it's kind of like I just don't take them, you know. But we do occasionally get free samples. Bartender? I'm not a bartender, no. It's in the alcohol creation process, not the selling it to people process. Flag up on him, I'd get deleted instantly. We only have 400 DP, man. I'd get deleted. Can't mess with their own recipe and peppers. Who makes beer but doesn't drink? Me. I don't drink because I make beer. You know what I mean? I've seen the other side. I know it goes into that. I don't want to put that. I'm also kind of like a bit of a gym rat, so what I put in my body is pretty important to me. You know what I mean? And alcohol is like one of the worst things that you could do for your body. It's purely poison. You know something I don't? Is it gonna kill me? I mean, well, of course it will. It's like you're drinking poison, right? That's what alcohol is. The reason that it makes you feel the way that you do is because it's like shutting down systems. Because it's poison, right? Drinking too much water can kill you too. If you dilute the sodium in your body, yeah. Think about that next time someone asks for to grab a drink. I mean, like, I'd support your, like, if you want to drink, that's what you should do, right? I'm not gonna, like, tell you how to live your life, but I think, it's really incredible that alcohol is legal, given things that aren't legal. You know what I mean? What's the quickest way I can get Ultimate Mac? Do you have the whatchamadeals from Boss Blitz? The Harmony? You got a Harmony? Because you can make a... You can make an Ultimate Mac allowed. If there are none on the market. But you'll need a Harmony for it. And then you can make the Han Macalod if you don't have a Han. You lack Harmony. Well, I just put an order on it then. And wait, because you need one. There's going to be no fast way to do it. Same way, but if someone who makes beer says it, I feel like it means a little more since they know what they put in it. It's not what like is put in it. It's just like what alcohol is and does to your body. And I think even like most people that make it don't know. But it's because I'm like interested in fitness and health that I know. Like drinking when I was 18 and 19, stopped drinking after I turned 21. Yeah, it became less interesting, right? Because it was legal now. Someone asks you to drink, grab them by the shoulder, bring them here. No crutches required here for fun. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. Like I don't need alcohol to have fun, you know? Top 5 PvP classes. It kind of depends on what sort of PvP that you want to do. But I'm not really the guy to ask for PvP, but it'd be the same as what's existed for like the last 4 months. But it depends on the type of PvP, like 1v1, large scale, that sort of stuff. But realistically, the class that you have the most fun on is going to be the best PvP class. There's no class that you can just start day one and be like god tier. All of it takes effort to learn, and if you are unwilling to take the effort to learn, then you're going to be bad on the best class. Period. Large scale like Node War. Megu right now. Succession, Awakening, Megu, either one. Very broken. Very good. Also, archers do a ton of damage, rangers do a ton of damage. Those are classes that are going to frag well. But it's all about positioning on those classes. You really need to know what you're doing. Positioning wise. Archers are useful now. Archers one-shot people that aren't even on their screen. Legless for the win, yeah. It's been like that for a long time as well. They just do so much damage. It's again, it's all about positioning though, because if you get caught, you die. But yeah, the front line of the ball is rangers and archers, because they will reach the other ball, right? You have my axe. I recently watched like a meme about, it was like a YouTube video, and it was like Lord of the Rings trilogy, but it's only the times that Legolas talks to Frodo, and it's like him saying, "You have my bow," and that's the whole thing. So, that's the only thing he ever says to Frodo. And then there's another one where it's like Lord of the Rings trilogy, but it's every time that there's only women in the scene, and it's like the lady talking to that little girl, telling her that she's gonna be okay, and then that's the whole thing. It's like, it's really funny. Garmoth, the heck? Hello, ma'am. I'll take a lung, please. Nope, no lung. How many lungs you got so far? 0. I've never had a lung. Any pieces? Oh geez, I don't know. Not that many though. We can look though. That was not. 19. Not even 20 whole leaves. Do an Ironman on my NA account? Hey, hopefully that's going well. Should be a good time for you. Everyone has 2, what the heck? It's not a real Iron Man, it's an Iron Man against my will. Marga has negative 134 build balance. Oh, you got caught cheating, did you? And they took your silver? I remember the Black Rose boys back in the day had some pretty aggressive negatives in their thing, but they recovered it pretty quick, right? Yeah, last year. Not that much left though. 138 bill, that's not that bad. You can get it. Man, for a year on top of getting a market like that. Yeah, well, I mean, look at the bright side. You got to keep your account. So. I think if it was most other companies, you would have just lost your account.
Hello there.
Magic Carp Rules just followed.
Magic Carp Rules, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Been enjoying the Ironman series, not too far into it. Came here from the other guy doing Ironman. There's a couple of them doing Ironman now, Magic Card. You want to check them out? Azure's recently started one on a Musa, and Quinny has one on a Nova. Yeah, back-to-back pen enhancements, try to be Dragon Party. Nah. There's been a handful of stuff like that going around. There's like packet injection on Node Wars for a while. There was the gold bar duplication. There's like mapping before that. It's crazy stuff. Azure one I was watching. It's nice as I start on Musa. Fair enough. He quite likes his Succession Musa. That's what he mains as well on his main account. So pretty interesting. Okay. Wait, we saved it? We saved it. Twitch can't see these messages. That is correct. Because it'd be against Twitch TOS, which is unfortunate. But I do try to read everything. How close are you to completing the challenge? I am 9,400 and something Caphras and a duo Labresca away. We're 5 clicks in, or 4 clicks into the duo Labresca. So should be getting that soon, and then it's just a couple thousand Caphras and we're done. 9 gear score left, it's 10. 10 still. 3 from the helmet. 7 from Caphras. Ah, RMT. I see. Yeah, I'm surprised they let you keep your account for that. Normally you just, you get permid. Was it RMT? They were both my accounts. They can't verify that though, so it gets treated as RMT. Inappropriate market use. Yep. That's what the RMTers get as well. Maybe like because of the argument that it was your account and stuff, I don't know, but like they would treat it the same, right? Because even if it's not for like actual money, it's still counted as RMT, right? Because they don't know if you're exchanging money or not exchanging money, it doesn't really matter. Try bribing PA with BTS stickers. Might work. You gotta get the, what are they, like the photo cards? My girlfriend has a whole friggin' book of photo cards for BTS. She likes, Yoongi. She likes all of them realistically, but Yoongi is her favorite. Maybe because I spent a lot of money on my main account, so I hope I came back and spend more. Could be, yeah, I don't know. Hard to say, but they don't... There's no, like, consistency with PA. It's all based on internal decision-making, and no two people will get the same, right? But it is pretty interesting. Like, generally speaking, that's a permaban. So it's interesting that yours was not. It's still, like, a long time to be banned, right? But... Man, we're clearing so well. Like on the verge of overclearing. It's really weird. It's because we had to drop that pack because he decided to do Dekia. You wail that much? Wouldn't have been a better plan for them to like actually permaban you in the hopes that you start a new account and then spend money to get all the things? I guess it wouldn't really matter how they approach that. Maybe that's what the year ban was for. So you start a new account. I don't know. You'd think they'd have some sort of like guidelines so that things could be consistent across the board, but they don't have that. Worked, I guess, because I did start a new account, but I didn't spend nearly as much. Yeah. Are you just gonna keep going with the new account, or are you actually going back to the other one? Hello, Quinny. Good morning. I spent $60 for the tent and fairy reel. The tent, man. It gets everybody. Game is also not consistent. That's fair. Hear you there. Doing pretty good. Just chipping away at the old Caphras. Should hopefully get under 9k this week. Ideally. And then account, I hit Pen Blackstar, it's free tat J-Hammer. They'll start tapping around click. But you're in debt more than it's worth. You're in debt more than that Blackstar is worth right now. So like, is it really worth it? I don't know. I guess if you count up like everything that you have, probably worth it. Main hand though, on Look Awakening, but the monster damage from the main hand transfers 1-to-1, right? So it's like 48 monster damage or something for your Awakening. It's a big deal. 37 raw Caphras. Kind of a lot of fangs this hour, though. It's a pretty high number of fangs. In the base boss gears for melting into black stars of pain. Yeah, it can be. They sell like fairly often on the market though, because nobody really needs them anymore, but they still go to bosses. Nuver would probably be your best bet. People are going for their outfit and stuff for Nuver. And the Garmoth heart and all that. But then with the auras and stuff, you know, 100 of any aura equals a boss piece. If you want us to do the non-market version, also Night Vendor. New outfit's so expensive. It's fairly expensive, but in the grand scheme of things, it's really not. It's like 30 bill or something. It's not that serious. Larzak is pretty good, but very endgame. I mean, like, technically you could get it from Turos and Thornwood, so it's like not that endgame, but it's quite unlikely to come from Turos. You'd want to do like Olin's at least. I would say that the Nuver outfit is more endgame than La Roseka. Maybe we'll go for a Nuver outfit on the ultimate. That could be fun. 30 bill isn't going to be that big of a deal either. It's going to be like from Tet to Pen Debo. If we hit Pity, it's going to cost like 700 billion silver. If it doesn't ever downgrade. And it's definitely going to downgrade. So, it'd be quite a long grind. We'll have to find a new silver spot, basically. Probably some kind of Elvia spot. It's almost 1:30 already, holy. Gotta hit the gym. Go to the store. Ran out of groceries. What do you want to say, Baragi Den for yellow shards? Baragi gives you more, but Bloody Monastery is better money. You could also go to Nagas, which is good money, but again, not as many as Baragi. A reason to level a character past 62? Not really. At 65, you get one hidden AP, which is, you know, pretty meaningless. But you don't really get anything for it. You get a little bit of weight, a little bit of HP, but it's not too serious. I wonder why that guy didn't choose this spot over here. Maybe the other one has less rocks in it or something. Another freaking Spectres. This is not the account for Spectre's energy game. The other one would be better. We're gonna have like probably 70 fangs after this. 70 and change. It's not bad. Over clearing though. Maybe we should add the other pack in on the side. We'll add in this one over here. Hopefully stop over clearing. Well, that didn't work. I'll have to try to do pit today as well. I haven't done pit in a couple of weeks. The last time it killed my internet. No, actually it was my graphics card, I think. It decided to stop functioning. I like crashed my game and then crashed my PC. It was nice. It's a good time. $43 raw Caphras. Another Spectre, what the heck? Must be Windows trying to push you for Windows 11? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. You know why they're doing that, by the way? They're trying to put ads in the start window. So they're trying to push everybody to Windows 11 so that they could put ads in the start window. It's like, oh my gosh. You're kidding me, right? We don't need more ads. Used Windows 11 for a couple months and I hated it. Yeah. I don't know, I don't really care for it. Rather just keep Windows 10, honestly. Same good. Windows 11 is Windows Vista. Good old Vista. They're just trying to add in ads to like everything that we pay for now. Like cable television. Everything's turning into cable television. I think it's Tiny 11. Laptop runs BDO, 6 gigs of RAM. GTX 820, i3 Gen 4. Jeez. Does it run it like well? Doesn't sound like it runs it well. PC has 64 gigs of RAM, 3080 Ti, 5950X. Windows is like, oh yeah, system doesn't meet requirements for Windows 11. Everyone's happy to be rejected. It's not that your system doesn't meet requirements, it's that your BIOS isn't set up for it. There's like a whatchamadeal in your BIOS that you have to enable in order for it to be allowed to install Windows 11. But it's not your parts, it's just like a setting in your BIOS. Because I have the same thing. I don't care to enable it because I don't care about Windows 11. And your laptop, 30 FPS. Hey man, whatever you gotta do. I started BDO on an old laptop as well. My laptop had 512 megabytes of RAM. And it didn't even have like an i3, it was like a... one of them weird like laptop names. And it didn't have a graphics card, it was just integrated graphics. And I think I got 12 FPS on the optimized setting. And that's how I started BDO. Played BDO for 2 years like that. And then I bought a desktop. as well toast some bread on it also. Alright, that's actually the hour done. Finish this guy off here. How we looking? 49 Caphras, 55 dust. That's not bad. 14 fangs though, that's a pretty good number of fangs. I usually get like between 9 and 11. 14 is very solid. Now I'm a Mac gamer. Oh, jeez. 100 Celsius when I was coding in Android? What the heck? That is toasty. You actually fry an egg on that. Or if you reach a high enough altitude, you could boil water.
What's this?
1011 still wins better than Arc Linux. I don't know much about Linux. I'm not one of those people.
Can you help me?
I have Wrath.
I'm lost.
Some motherboard architecture. Laptop's very rigid and one-off products. Yeah, they're kind of like designed to run with their own stuff as well. Drop these off. 72 fangs now. What if haunts get hauntsy? Haunts gets pulled around with the other characters. How are we looking? 284 until C8. All right. Easy pry tongue grab. And then duo should follow shortly after. Okay, we're 0 for 6 on try attempts. We might actually hit the pity on that. That's crazy. But ran out of necklaces. So let's see how the belts do. Okay, we got pry. Failed duo, great. Enhancing is going as well as ever. go check the blacksmith. Buy a handful of crons, and then I'll probably just use the deals for the other. How many can I buy? I'll just buy 700. Leaves us with tent buff money, so we need 600. 600. That's 300. 600. That's the stuff we came for. How long you spend time in Jade to get 100 pity? It wasn't that long. I was probably getting like 6 an hour. So, you know, if I spent 20 hours, that would be kind of surprising, to be honest. They're pretty easy to get. I think this will be attempt number 5. Indeed. Attempt number 5 at Duo Labresca. This will put us a third of the way to the pity. Here we go. Well, we're a third of the way to the pity. I might actually have to make some stones soon. I think I only have 2 more stones. So we'll have to save some Caphras in the future. Got 10 more clicks to guarantee it. That's 45 bill in crowns, so it's not so bad. May Chad's squadron head shine with RNG. It did not shine with RNG. It abandoned me. Bit of the Undying. Evergart. Got this. Welcome to Pit of the Undying. Yada yada. Can we just go? Unbreakable defense and destructive attack. The ultimate undefeatable warrior. This guy gets beat 600 times a day, alright? Undefeatable warrior. Ridiculous. Undefeatable. Soldier Godric vibes. Yeah, undefeatable. He's a good boss. Kauha. Oh man, I don't like this guy. I don't like the Kauha guy. Do not like this guy at all. There he is. Okay. He got up right in front of me. That was probably a mistake. Okay. Now I need all these at the same time. That is not the same time. That's kind of the same time. Must not have counted though. Okay, that probably counts. Nope, they're all getting up again. Hate this one. Okay, looks like we got it. He's moving. Okay, now we gotta find the one that walks away. Ow. Where the heck is he? The heck? There just isn't one that's running away. Whatever, I'll just keep DPSing. This is the worst boss here, man. Do not like this one. Where is the... is that him? There he is. Just go down, man. Just go down. Thank you. It's Divios. Divios the suck striker right here. We just gear check Divios. This is Divios if he was Tuvala gear and I was not Tuvala gear. He'd probably have to be worse than Tuvala gear, actually. You're better than him? Better than him at pretending to be good. Gruntle gear? Yeah, maybe. Duo Zula with plus 15 Gruntle? Yeah, I can maybe beat him then. I'd probably be CC'd a lot more than I am now, though. Ow. This guy does technically have mechanics. But, you know, we don't do mechanics here. Can you meet Divios if you're 700 plus and you have to follow on? No, I would still lose. If he can do enough damage to outpace my potions, then he will win. And that's just how it is. He's that good? He is that good. And he knows any class that you could play, he knows better than you. And it doesn't really matter how long you've been on it. He knows it better than you. He's just that good, and he's researched. He's also very competitive. That went fairly easy, I think. Minus the whole undead guy. That's unfortunate, though. Yeah, almost 400 memory fragments still. And like 60-something artisans. So, I don't think we'll need to go back to Histria. Hopefully we get that Labresca within the next 2 clicks, though. I'd love to not have to make more of the stones. Anyway, I think that's where I'm going to call it. I have to run to the store and hit the gym, and I have some stuff to do before then. Or I guess after then, so I have to get that done beforehand. We will be back tomorrow with more Ironman stuff. Hopefully we'll be able to get under 9,000 Caphras tomorrow, because that would be ideal. And then Saturday will be Ultimate Challenge again, so we'll do a bit of that, and then Sunday is back to Elden Ring, so hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. Thank you for the follows and the resubs today, really appreciate that, and I will see you guys tomorrow.